WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. What's up, everybody? It's me, Phil, and this is Phil and Friends, and I'm so happy to be back here on air with you, my friends. Listen, I've got a great show for you today. I'm already hyped because I got my two college friends, Pat and Candid, in the waiting room, but today we are talking about the reset journey, 30 days to transforming your life. They're going to come on. They have some gems to share, and all of the people that are coming on today have been inspired and touched by this program, so I want them to come on. We're going to have a wonderful conversation. If you're listening to us live on air, you can go to Phil and Friends Radio on YouTube and see everything that's going on, all right? So let's give it up for my guests. So if you're at home, just go ahead and clap like you're in the studio. Let's give it up for my friend, Pat. Hey, Pat.
Hey, Phil. Hello, friends.
Chris, Kimuel, and Miss Corey. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
I feel like I'm at the Apollo. What's up?
Right.
Listen, so Pat called me a few weeks ago and she said, Phil, I got this amazing program and I want you to be a part of it. I said, Pat, listen, if it's good enough for me, it's good enough for the world. So we got to get you on air. And so, Pat, welcome, my friend. It's so good to see you.
Always.
So let's go around and introduce ourselves first. So, Pat, tell the people who you are.
All right. I am Patricia Smith. I am one of the co-creators and healing guides for the Reset 30-Day Transformation Journey. I'm a fitness professional, a wellness professional, a life coach, a Reiki healer. All of those things are big parts of this program. So that's who I am. And I'm a Clark Atlanta graduate and an old loyal friend to Philip here.
Yes, absolutely. Listen, we got stories and that.
Yeah, we do.
that student affairs office. Candid, Arthur, Mother. What's going on, Candid? My friend.
Sorry. What's going on? It's so good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm Candid, and I am one of the village members of the Reset Journey, and I can't wait till we get to tell y'all about just our transformation that we just had. Look, everybody's nodding. We had no idea what we were getting into, but it totally transformed our life. So, but you'll hear more about that.
Yes.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. Christina and Ava, they crunk. I saw y'all in the green room turning up.
We always gotta keep it. Yeah, right. Keep the song going. I love the music. You want to go first or me?
Sure. I'll go first. Hey, everyone. I'm Ava Saunders, the actress, singer, songwriter, writer, musician, storyteller, creative, and also I'm part of the Village Tribe here at the Reset. Ride or die. Okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm also a longtime friend of Christina.
Yes. So we go way back. And Ava participating in the Reset was so amazing and so special. And so it's just too good. Like Candace said, it's too good. Can't wait to dig in. I'm Christina Rice. I am the community coordinator for the Reset. So I have the privilege of being able to bring in new participants, craft their community, be able to engage with people, check on them, hold them accountable, inspire, all that. As we do together, that's my wheelhouse. So that's me. That's what I love to do.
All right. Dominique and Chris, welcome to the show. What's up, y'all?
Good evening. Let's see. My name is Dominique. I am one of the co-creators of the Reset. I am a fitness professional. I am a lover of people. Let's see. I'm a ton of things. I am also a physique competitor. Formerly, it's been a while. Let's see. I absolutely love and adore what we have done with the Reset program, and like everybody else, I cannot wait to dive in. I'm also a mother. That's like the topping on my crown, and my brother.
What's up, y'all? I'm Chris Hall. Of course, just go by Wu-Tang. Only the village knows of that name. But a little bit about me. I'm a now bouncer. I'm also a songwriter and a spiritual student. Just always learning something new, just to uplift myself. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. I like that. Wu-Tang. Kimmy, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Phil? What's up, everybody? My name is Kemuel, one of the co-creators of the Reset. I go back a long way with Dominique and Patricia, and we just kind of fell into this business kind of partnership with each other, a business that's kind of morphed into a village. I think we always knew that it would be bigger than just money-making ventures. So I think that's what's been the most beautiful part of this. In terms of my work, I'm a Reiki master as well as a psychotherapist.
And we're going to go back to what Reiki master is. I'm sure that's in the training, right?
Yeah,
Corey,
I'm sure.
How you doing, Miss Corey?
I am wonderful. I'm so blessed and so happy to be a part of this group. Like Candace said, didn't know what I was getting into, but it has been awesome. I am an insurance agent, as cool as that sounds, so I love people. And this group is like a complete manifestation of that. It's just awesome.
I love that. And the thing about it, when I met all of you, everybody looked happy. You guys have resonated through the screen. You feel the vibes. It's a vibe thing. And I was talking to Pat the other day, and I said, Pat, and I've been knowing Pat since I was 18, and I'm 19 now. And it's been, I've seen growth and development, and she's blossomed into a wonderful mother and a person. But you guys, Pat sent me the one-sheeter, and it started off, it said, what would walking into clarity, happiness, and purpose every day feel like? Pat, go ahead and start us off on this journey, this reset. Tell us what this is about.
It really is, and I say this a lot, it's the beginning of everything. It really is the key to that door that you've never been able to find, but that you hope is there and you believe is there in your heart. It's the way into yourself. It's the way into your family. It's the way into your friends. It's the way into your dreams. It's the way to your next testimony. It's the way to the blessings you never thought you received, so it's so many things, but overall and most importantly, it's a self-love lifestyle that permeates through everything you are and everything you do. And we really do give you the tools to get to the bottom of the things that may be restricting you, and to also develop the things that most thrust you forward.
Wow.
So I don't know if anybody else wants to
I
add
see
to
Christina
that.
and Ava. I see you shaking your head. Did you want to add to that? What Pat was saying? You go, and then you guys can jump right in wherever you feel like it. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So the thing that's most special about the reset is that it's not focused on one area in particular. So at the reset, we really believe that we take a comprehensive approach to wellness, and that's in mind and body and in spirit. And so when the co-creators crafted this, they were very intentional about all the elements and how all those things will work together to give you that sense of completeness, because we are complex beings. And so I think that's what's so powerful about the reset is that it's hard. Yes, it's a commitment. You are showing up for yourself every day. You're stepping out of your comfort zone every day, but the rewards are incredible. Yeah. And you realize that you are stronger than you ever thought, that you can be more consistent than you ever thought, that, you wake up and you really surprise yourself every day. So I think,
it's really a miracle to have been a part of this. And I think the program can present a miracle in anyone's life who chooses to participate in it, because it not only changes you in your day-to-day moment and thought, but you now have those tools for the rest of your life. And it's like I remember something that Candid, I know you can speak to this too, how you were talking about the things that you introduced into your home with your daughter. It's like, imagine if these skills were given to our youth, and we're taught in schools or in infomercials, like that was, if it was a Walgreens of wellness, the whole society would be different. So I mean, it's super impactful and life-changing.
So you all are talking about everything is life-changing. Is it a practical application? What exactly is the reset? Am I sitting down, writing stuff out with a Yana Van Zant, fixing my life? Like, what is, could you guys take me through it? Because I know people are looking at us, people are also listening on the radio.
That's exactly what it is. We rent out a mansion, and you just go to different rooms in the mansion and you have different conversations with.
Christina, you want to take that?
Somebody yelling at you.
But you know what? That's kind of like what it is. It's this house, and it's like, I don't know how to describe it. You ever been in a house for so long that you still got boxes you ain't unpacked?
Yes, I do.
Actually. You know, that's kind of like what it felt like. I was finally unpacking the things that I had not dealt with in the 20 plus years, and it was like, all right, it's time to clean house. You know, and it wasn't one of those, I don't feel like doing it. Was once you figured out the blueprint on how to do it, it made it easy, and it made it more impactful, because it was like, I should have done this years ago. I should have, you know, and now I can tell people about it, and look at where I was and where I am now at the end of it. And it was it was 30 days, but it felt like I had 20 years, you know, and it was like, and it wasn't hard. It was just commitment, you know, the commitment was there. And I think that when you get to that point where you tired of being tired, you tired of being, you know, and you get something, it's beautiful. It just really is.
Especially in the Black community, we have so many things. That was a great analogy with the boxes. We got so much trauma. And I had a show last week. You guys should really check it out if you haven't, about angry Black women. But it's the misrepresentation of Black women, and it goes really deep. It's not about Black women being angry. It went to so many levels about the trauma, the this and that, the misunderstanding. Is that what this is about? We're unpacking all of these issues that we have compiled in our lives, and you guys are just breaking it down. Help me.
And because I want to speak to the question you asked about the practical application of it, and what it entails. So there are 3 pillars, and you guys jump in like if I'm missing anything, because there's so much, you know, the program is so many layers. But there are 3 main pillars in the program. There's a mental reset, a mind reset, a body reset, and a spiritual reset. And under those pillars are several different things that we pretty much make a part of your everyday life. So in the mind reset, we've got affirmation healing. So we're going to teach you how to speak to yourself differently every day, teach you how to speak to others differently, teach you how to affirm properly, and also, you know, journaling and writing and really being reflective on the things that matter, the things that strengthen your mind, setting appropriate goals. Then we also have a reset. So what I love the most is, and I think Kimio is going to be excellent and just kind of speaking about Reiki more specifically, but it really does give us an opportunity through Reiki healing to really get to the bottom of some of the things that are blocking you or holding you back or creating imbalance or dis-ease in your life. And we're able to pinpoint those things right away and say, hey, we've got to hyper focus on this area. Okay, strengthen where we're strong, and we've got to hyper focus on this to get you to healing quickly. There's a full nutrition plan. There's a full fitness plan that we all do together with guide videos with your coaches and trainers. There's a live morning meditation. We get together and we feed off of one another's energy. We've got eating meditation. We've got special events that bring us closer together. And most importantly, we've got this amazing community, and we share our wins for the day. We share how we're doing. We have fun challenges. We have prizes. I mean, it's everything about how robust you want your life to be in one program. So I hope that sheds some light on what some of the components are of the program. And you guys can certainly add more to that, especially, you know, the tribe.
Let's talk about, that's good. Thank you, Pat, for that. You talk about the program overview. You have the spiritual reset, the mind reset, and the body reset. Can we talk more about the spiritual reset? And then let's talk about all 3 of those. Let's go into the spiritual. What was that experience like when you guys had that spiritual reset? And I want you to talk, because this is Sunday in Harlem with a bunch of older Black folks. Let's talk about, this is not, you know, y'all, let's be real. You know, older Black people, like, is it Jesus? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. So clarify that too for those who are listening. Because
we know, you know who to direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about me? Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to think about where I'm gonna start with what you just threw out there. Well, let me first say how I would categorize Reiki. What that means. The term Reiki is Japanese, and it simply means universal life energy or universal life force. So one of the reasons I like that definition is because it rescues it from religiosity. It's a very kind of universal term that I believe anybody can connect with. Everybody feels life energy every day. You know, your heartbeat is life energy in action. You speaking words is life energy in action. Your thoughts are driven by Reiki energy or universal life force. So one of the reasons I like it so much is that I feel like you can reach across all kind of boundaries with something like this. You could even say that this concept of universal life force is what's common to all religions and all spiritual traditions. It's the very basis of it. It's the foundation of it. And what I believe Reiki does is it takes it right down to that fundamental level. And it doesn't exclude any faith tradition at all or any spiritual tradition. It is, in a sense, it's the science of all of the traditions. And so that way it can be easily shared with anybody.
Candid, what was that spiritual reset like for you? Not to put you on the spot, but I know everyone's here to share. So I want everybody to share. If you could, what was that spiritual transformation like for you?
I feel like I'm about to. Okay, we've cried so many times with this group. And there's actually more of us, by the way. But so the 30 days, so what he was talking about, like the formalities, right? So it'd be like the first week you get your challenge for the week and you get your, you know what I mean? Like every day, Kimul would do a live, we call it morning manna. And so it's just this meditation, and he kind of just went with the flow of wherever his spirit was taking him. So it could be sound bowls, it could be just silent meditation, or it could be a guided meditation. But it was like it was 6 a.m. So we're up at 6 a.m. Together, starting our week off, starting our day off together, meditating. So that first week was amazing. I've been clinically, depressed for 10 years, and I've never in therapy every week for 10 years and on medication. And this experience with the Reiki unblocking things within my chakra, like just in particular for me, it was like the solar plexus, like the several different Reiki sessions to unblock that. By the end of the 30 days, there was balance.
Really?
Um, uh, so I had Kimio and Patricia do Reiki on me, and it was like balance at the end of it. And actually, they both said that all of us had balance. None of us had blockage anymore at the end of the 30 days. So transformational is I mean, that fog, that depressing, like that fog
Yeah.
is gone. It's
Really?
not there anymore.
That's powerful, Candy. And thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that. That's very deep. And I didn't know that. And if you don't, I've known Candy when I was a younger person. And Candy has always been this bubble of light and energy. And it's funny you share that because I experienced it too, like 5 or 6 years of depression. So that's why I'm so interested in this show. So I'm really happy to hear that brought you out of that. That's really good.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
And a key thing, right? And
Yeah.
a big thing, a major win for me was that I'm not on my medication anymore.
Wow, that's powerful. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. And that helps being a mother and being a wife and so many other things. That's a powerful thing. Who else? Chris, let me ask you, your spiritual journey, what was that like for you?
Oh man. So first day, okay. Ooh, well, first day it was already amazing. So of course I was not prepared to get up at no 6 o'clock in the morning. But I loved every minute and every meeting that we had every morning has just been fantastic. So if we work on the root chakra for the day, for the rest of the day, I'm focusing mainly on that area that needs attention. So, like for instance, I have a tendency of being hard on myself. Of course, being a big guy, you always fight with weight, honestly. So, literally, this reset journey, especially on the spiritual level, has made me more aware of my choices and not to beat myself up over like, oh well, I had a Snickers versus apple, so of course I would choose the apple. So on a spiritual level, it's deep because reset is a verb. It's something that you do. It's not. It's not anything else but that. This is something that you have to experience for yourself. Like even from the Reiki standpoint, like that. My brother Kimu, hands down, just awesome. Especially because he's worked with me personally, and it's just been a gradual incline ever since I started the reset journey.
Absolutely. Dominique, I see you snapping. Tell me why.
He said reset is a verb. It's what you do. And as we were developing the program, Patricia and I kept looking at it. We were looking at these things on paper and we go, man, it seemed like a lot, right? But the truth is, these are things that you do to be healthy and whole. I always get, I guess your news feed on your social media is based off of what you pay attention to, but I'm always getting these things about what wealthy people do. If you want to be wealthy, this is what wealthy people do. They do this and they do that. But as the three of us were creating this, the things that we decided needed to be done, the reset, were completely necessary for wellness. It was completely necessary to learn to affirm yourself. Everybody doesn't speak well to their heart chakra. Everybody does not speak well to their solar plexus. Everyone isn't confident already. Everyone isn't filled with love and compassion already. So things that you do, so the affirming, learning to breathe and to meditate, moving your body and learning to make healthier choices within those challenges. The tribe was stretched. You had to learn to do things differently. So if one of the challenges was to include something green in your diet, well, what am I supposed to eat green for breakfast? I can eat a salad for lunch and I could probably make me some asparagus with my chicken for dinner. But what am I supposed to eat something green with and so it stretches you and it's something that you do. So the steps came from saying that reset was a verb and all of the things that we have poured into this program are necessary to do to be well, to be whole. And
you guys keep saying solar plexus and chakras. Could you explain that for these laymen's out here? I've seen chakras with the colors, but I don't know what they're. Could you guys explain?
I'm gonna have to give that question either to Patricia or Kimu.
Patricia or Kimu. If you mind.
You want me to go, Patricia? Okay. The best way to describe chakras is to categorize them as levels of human consciousness. So if we're talking about the root chakra, to make it like simple and very concrete, we point to a concrete or physiological position in the body. And so traditionally, these different energy centers are associated with those areas of the body. But in reality, they're just simply layers of consciousness. So at the root chakra, we're talking about survival kind of situations, security. When you go to the sacral chakra, we're talking about connection, feeling, the ability to kind of merge with another person, love, affection, sexuality. The solar plexus would be associated with power, affirming yourself, having a positive self-image. The heart chakra, we're talking about forgiveness and self-love, and then also love for other people. The throat chakra will be connected to communication and creativity. The third eye, or some people would call it the first eye, is connected to vision. being able to see outside of the realm of the senses. And then the crown chakra will be associated with transcending your humanity completely. So we never want people to get stuck on just this idea that here is this chakra, here is this chakra. That's just an easy way for us to work with the energies. But in reality, they're just different layers of the human personality.
Wow. Now I want to switch the conversation now over to, thank you for that, Camille. Mind reset. And I want to jump, I don't want to miss anybody. Christina, Ava, and Corey, you guys jump in here for me. The mind reset. What was that like for you all? And if you could want to explain that a little bit to our audience.
I'll take that. It's interesting because when I first had my first session with Patricia, I didn't know what to expect as far as, the Reiki healing. And I was open to it because I'm an open person and I trust Patricia, and, me and her go back 3 or 4 years now. So I trust her, and, I know that when she, said, hey, would you do this? I was like, yeah. So when I had my session, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. And it was the next day. And it was like, the way it happened, it was, I don't even know the words to use. It was awestruck or just like, wow, because I wasn't aware of what was happening to me until it had happened. And it was such a shift in my consciousness, in my personality, in the way I approach things. And because of how I normally know I am, I'm a very passionate person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a people pleaser. And after this session, what came my way was like, it should have knocked me off my square, and it didn't. The way I reacted to it caught me off guard, to the point where I had to call her and be like, was that it? Like, did I, is this what it was? And she was like, yep. And it was such a tangible experience. Like, usually you think of spirituality, or, you think of things in those realms as not being something that you can necessarily touch. And this was a truly tangible experience that I could put my hands on. I pinpointed it the minute it happened, and it was like, that's it. And it was like my mindset was changed, so much to the point where the reset is over. The 30 days are over, and I'm still in the reset because just today, my mother passed away almost 2 years ago. And it was really, really sudden. And right after she passed away, my father followed because they were soulmates. And that experience was like, ugh. But I made it through it. And it was weird. Well, it's not even weird. I woke up this morning because today is her birthday. And I purposefully told myself, I am going to be okay. I am going to be happy. I was affirmated up. I was like, I'm gonna use every affirmation I got because I am going to make it through this day. And I did. And I don't even think I spoke those words to myself. It was the minute my feet hit the floor this morning, I was okay. I was happy. I was purposeful with my joy, because and so purposeful with my joy that I did something I wanted to do today. I went and worked out because it was, it was for me, and in a sense it was for my mother. And it was like, I don't want to sit around and cry today. I don't want to have this cloud or this on me. I want to feel light. I want to feel joy. Because if you see my face and I look mad or I look upset, then that, is what I project out into the world. And I didn't project that today. And I was, I was good. I was better than okay, and I was appreciative of the day because it was I've had a good day, and I love this group because it gave me that, and I was able to give it to my sister, because even though she didn't do the reset and I've referred her for the reset, because I totally think it would impact her life beyond measure. She still, because of what I've talked to her about, was able to use those tools, and she had a good day. And my sister is a mess. Like, she's a crybaby, you know. And so for her, when I spoke to her today, she was okay, you know. And it was like that right there made me, you know, understand that, you know, this whole journey has purpose. It has purpose, and it's so far reaching.
Absolutely. And I love what you said about purposeful. We have to be purposeful in everything we do, right? It's kind of like going up to church. Whatsoever a man thinketh, so is he. If I think I'm going to be mad, I'm going to be mad. So I have to be purposeful in me looking good. I know I'm going to feel good. I know I'm going to make some money today. I know I'm going to be happy in spite of what's going on. And I think and I'm starting to feel what the reset is about. So I'm about to jump on this journey with y'all. I know, Dominique, you just unmuted yourself.
Yeah, I just want to say quickly, in creation of the reset, our intentions, the greater intention of the reset is for what Corey did for her sister. For everyone who touches the reset touches somebody else. And that we as a people become able to do what Corey did for her sister, that we're able to do that for our cousin, our neighbor, and the light that we take into the grocery store, or the light that we take into our aunt's house on Thanksgiving. It shines so bright that people want to know, and that you uplift somebody else, and that you free somebody else. Somebody else can tag on to your joy. So for me, it's always been important to have my cup so full that I can overflow into other people. And the intention is that we are overflowing to the world, clarity and purpose and peace. This is what this is about. And so when I hear the tribe say, I was able to, you know, uplift my sister, or my mom heard me meditating, or, you know, saw me like walk past, and somebody, my coworkers told me that I'm different. They were like, you seem so more at ease. I'm a getter. I get things done. I want to go and get it done. And I'm fast in these heels, click like down the hallway. And they're like, you're different. And it's making me feel like I should be more peaceful. And I'm like, that's what it's about.
Because let me ask you, when you have a certain peace inside of you, it's a different feeling, right? No outside forces can block you or bother you, right? Is that how you guys feel?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's what I need. I need that peace, because people be bothering me, and I'll be ready to go off, and I can't do that no more. You know, I ain't trying to go to jail or nothing. But that ain't beside the point. Let's go over to Christina. Go ahead, Christina.
Yeah, I want to touch on the mind for a little bit. I definitely piggyback and ditto to everything that was said about how impactful it is to be able to feed yourself and your mind with positivity, because our minds are really like a sponge to our reality. It soaks up pretty much everything, you know. And so learning to feed it with love and affirming thoughts and your vision for your life and of good, you know, that light only grows stronger, right? And it is unlimited. And so I experienced something that could have set me back. You know, which a lot of people experience in life. You know, when we have light, sometimes we are afraid of it. And I remember distinctly one morning, I was like so resistant to you know, joining the morning manna, because it had completely moved so many of the things that I had worried about or was unsure about, or just like I was so alive, more alive than I had ever been. And I was like afraid of that. And I was like, no more. I was like, I don't know what this is. Yeah. I don't know who this version of me is. And that was really just fear, you know? And so I was like, I'm going to take a breath and recognize what that is and feed my mind with that I can, with the confidence that I have learned, because we are humans at the end of the day, and it is extremely powerful what we are learning to do with the unlimited abilities that we have. And sometimes it could be like, wait, hold on, like, you're unlearning a lot,
right, unlearning. And honestly, like, we are conditioned to not put self first, and that can be translated in a lot of different ways. But in the reset, there is no other option. You are number one. You are focused from 6 a.m. to the time you go to bed. You're focused on these things that have been intentionally pieced together to nurture you, who you are. So you're forced to look at yourself in the mirror. So it might be scary when you're like, wow, I've never been that confident, or I've never felt, bold enough to step into that, or to push myself, or like, the pieces. For example, in the mind reset, there's life coaching, there's guided meditations, affirmations, sound therapy, aromatherapy. You're learning all these tools, like Ava said earlier, that once your 30 days are up, your 30 days is just us together, making sure you got it. And then after your 30 days, it's yours. It's your journey for the rest of your time, and you've packed away all these skills and tools to not be afraid of stepping into who you are fully. And that's such a beautiful piece about the reset. Yeah. So beautiful.
Yeah. I love that. Let's talk about, now let's move to the body reset. Now, we all know Pat out there running every day. I don't know who wants to start with the body reset. What is that like? We have Dominique, who's a fitness person. Go ahead. Anybody jump in. Go, Candy, go ahead.
I'll go. Go ahead, Candy.
Okay. So so let me say this. So I feel like for all of us, I feel like things clicked in different weeks too. Like for each one of us. You know what I mean? So I think like the first week, like I didn't do any of the exercises. Like I didn't do any of the exercises. I didn't do any of the food.
You went out, Candy. You went out.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Sorry, this headset. So it was like I didn't do any of the eating. We get this manual that tells you, how to eat, what to eat, all the exercises and everything else. And for me, it was about the spiritual part of it, like get my mindset right to get into this. So I didn't start doing anything to the second week. And I even think that like exercise was me. Like it's like I might have did 2 days, but I was like really focused on the food because I think like and P know because P, me and P were roommates. Like I didn't cook, but like I never cooked. Like I just bought food. That was just my thing. Like so like this idea that I need to prepare my food was foreign to me. Like so just learning how to do that and as Christina said, like now the 30 days are mine. Like now I have the mindset of like, oh, this plate doesn't have enough color on it. Like I don't know what that means. Like I don't. So let me go back in and figure out how to put more color on this plate. Like because white. If there's a lot of white on your plate, that's just not right. That's not for your body. So so yeah, and the reset talks a lot about generational health. And so it was dope to see my kids like see me in the kitchen and like seeing, my plate and they're like, oh, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's a blackberry. Like, po baby, you ain't never seen a blackberry before. And like, you like, and I got like yellow peppers. They're like, what's that? I'm like, it's a pepper. Try it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, so now they're mindful. Like now they show me after these 30 days, they're like, oh, look, I got color on my plate. Another deep thing, it's going back to the mind, but So my 7-year-old would hear me meditating at night because we have in the reset. So we have our morning meditation, and then we have like a on demand uh
Did you go out again? Yeah, you
hello.
went out.
I'm
Yeah, there
sorry.
you go. There you go.
So then we have like an on demand meditation where you can just experience that at any time. And so she would hear me at night do it, and finally she started asking me could she do it with me because she would be really unsettled and uneasy at night about going to virtual school in the morning. And so she finally just like every night she'll be like, "Mommy, you ready to do meditation? You ready to do night meditation?"
Wow.
So like it's really dope to see my stepdaughter and my stepdaughter cooks with me now, and then my 7-year-old, she does night meditation, and even my husband, he'll be like, so when he puts her to bed, he'll be like, I gotta put on that sound bowl music for her. And I'm like, yes, because she has to get settled and go in. And even Kelly's been like, he's like, thank you, reset. She's back. She's back. Like,
So good.
so he like my whole family has experienced. But as far as the body, so I've lost 10 pounds
Oh,
and
good.
I've lost 5 inches off of my waist.
Wow.
And that's just in 30 days. And that's not even doing everything full out. We talked about this too, because there's like I said, there's a couple more people who are on this call. But they're part of our village, and we all talked about none of us felt like we really did everything at 100%. And like imagine like the transformation we all experience right now. Imagine if we did like everything like at 110%. Like like so it's been that body, I mean, all three. And I think that's what's different about the reset journey is that what other programs are missing is that spiritual and that mindset piece.
Mm.
Like when all of that harmonizes and comes together, that's what's all sustain.
Sustaining.
Thank
You
you.
got it.
Find a way to make
It's
one.
okay. By the way,
Um, uh, after the 30 days
Mhm.
because we've reset our mind. So how we think
Right.
about things, how we approach things,
Right.
and our spirituality is different. And so that's what's like complete. I think that's what's dope about the reset, and that's what's like completely different than any other program I've been a part of.
Love that. When you said 10 pounds, 5 inches, I was sold. Just tell me what I need to do. Pat, did you want to jump in here? Or anyone can jump in. So I want to get everybody to speak on the. So that's why I'm calling you guys out. So anybody can jump in about we're at the body now.
Okay, so
So.
so about the body.
Mhm.
I'm like Candid. I was not as committed to the workouts as I probably should have, and it was just a time constraint thing for me. But I think what I finally started to realize is that I needed this for the mind more than I needed it for the body. And I think that the way the reset is structured is that it totally pinpoints, it shows you what it is that you need. It gives it to you, and it does it in almost like a caught off guard way, because I went into it with understanding that, the diet and exercise, the spirituality, and the mental component of it, and how all of them were supposed to work together. And I'm not going to lie, I thought I was mentally okay. I was like, I'll do it, but I'm fine. And then I was like, I'm mentally unhealthy. Like I was more mentally unhealthy than I was physically unhealthy because I had already worked on my body. Patricia I started, doing my weight loss journey 3 years ago. So I had lost the weight and was, trying to maintain. And I appreciated the reset for that because that was excellent in that capacity. But where I felt like I didn't know I needed the help was the mind. And the mind, I think, was what gave me the ability to maintain the weight loss. Because, and I actually, not even trying, I lost 10 pounds. I wasn't trying to lose 10 pounds. I wasn't trying to, lose
4 inches, even though that was a nice surprise. But like I said before to the group, this is the most mentally fit I have ever been in my whole entire life. You know, the most confident, the most present in myself that I have ever been. And I love that, you know, and that right there sold it for me, because I know what P can do with my body, you know, like she can work me out, you know, but that mental part of it, that part, the confidence that I have now, I didn't have it before. And it wasn't like I sat down and had, you know, this incredible therapy session for the last 30 days. It was a gradual kind of thing that it, like I said, it snuck up on you until you got to this point where you were like, it was this aha moment, you know. And it's just, it's awesome. It's awesome.
And Corey's husband cooks some amazing
Oh,
lunches for her.
and that too, you know, why she said she ain't never cooked. I can cook, but I'm married to a chef, and you know, and the funny thing is that he can cook bad food, like unhealthy food, like nobody's business, but he can cook healthy food like nobody's business. And what's funny is that now that, you know, doing the reset and him making my meals for me for the reset has prompted him to, now he ain't making the bad food no more. He's only making the good food, you know. And then, you know, that transformation in it, because he's like, you know, it used to be, can you, when you buy your kale and your vegetables and stuff, can you get my Cheetos and my half a gallon of ice cream? And then it was like, we can't do that, you know. And now it was, you know, he's willing to do something different for himself. And so even that rub off, you know. He had no choice, you know. If you're in a house with a person, you know, and you see light and you see good and you see, you know, just better. If you see better, you're gonna do better. And he had no choice, you know, but to jump on the bandwagon. He telling me the other day he could hear us meditating in the morning, and he started, you know, or he'd be, you know, started using the tools that I was using, you know. And I told Patricia that I'm like, he's actually, you know, calling me out on my stuff, you know. And I'm like, dude, you ain't even in the reset, like, really? And he was like, you know, he was listening, and that's what happens, you know.
And it's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect.
And when you know better, you do better. And I think that's what you guys are doing. You're teaching people to do better. And I think that's what we need, especially in our community. We're going to run out of time, but I want to do final thoughts with each and every one of you guys. So think about what you want to give to the audience. But before that, how would a person join this reset program? What do they need to do? Where do they need to go to be a part of this? Anyone could go.
Yes, I'll pop in. So if you are interested in the reset, you can visit our website, resetjourney.com. And the first thing that we want you to do is book a clarity call. So this is our time. It's about 20 minutes. We'll get to know you a little bit. We'll talk to you about how the reset journey works, and then even start that preparation of how to structure it in your life. Because I think Candid touched on it earlier. It's not like you have to be at everything at every hour. Like you have the tools, and you can construct them in the way that works. So we want us to get the ball rolling there. And then if once we've decided that this is the journey for you, then we'll take you through our complete onboarding process and get you ready. Enrollment for our next participants ends April 5th. So definitely log on to our website, book that clarity call, so we can get you locked in and ready to go.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. So let's go around the room and give final thoughts. You guys, this
Hold on,
was
Phil.
Go ahead, Pat.
Christina, can you throw out our social media too?
Oh yeah, do that, please.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
So it is Reset Journey on Instagram and also on Facebook. So you can find us there and connect. And then if you have any trouble, all those links are linked at the bottom of our website, so you can find us there too.
And Pat, send me all those links, because I'm gonna put all of these links underneath here on YouTube, so you guys can go, and you guys will also be on my website as soon as it's up as well. Okay. So before we end, you guys are amazing. I feel the energy. My roommate, he's he's into all that, the bowls and everything like that. But I feel like, and I was talking to my mother today, and she just joined the Deepak Chopra and Oprah's meditation. I said, you need to listen to my show that's coming out. So she's going to really love this. She's all about meditating and clarity. And maybe we can make this a family thing and get my family part of this research journey, because I really believe in this. And I think you guys are amazing. I really appreciate each and every one of you sharing your truths with me today. It means a lot. And hopefully someone will see this and get healed and inspired. But let's start with Pat. What's your final thoughts, Pat? So I'm gonna go around the room. If whoever want to, I'm gonna start. I'm looking at going in order. So,
Goodness, Phil, thank you so much for having us. I just have so much gratitude. I have so much gratitude, and gratitude is so important in this program. I don't know, you guys can echo that, but I'm grateful to be able to be here to possibly spread it to, even if it's just one person that could use this transformation. And also just grateful for the role that we've played in the entire tribe, and also ourselves, just the co-creators being a part of this. We've received just countless blessings and opportunities. I mean, it just puts you in a space of thriving. So I just have so much gratitude. And if you know somebody, if you love somebody, this could be for them. So we want the people to take advantage, because we are healing our communities.
absolutely. Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah, I was just kind of sitting back and listening to what people had to say, especially the participants in the program. And I don't know, I think even if you go back and listen to this whole thing, you'll notice that Patricia, Dominique, myself, Christina didn't really have a whole lot to say in terms of the program. We gave you some basics, some kind of skeleton stuff, but the proof is in the pudding. The participants that came on the day talked about the transformation. That's one of the reasons why I just kind of sat back and listened, because that is true marketing right there. We put in the work on the front end, and now we're kind of just looking at the fruit of our labor. And we knew when we got together and did this that it was something special. I think we all felt that almost right away, and we all had a heart to do something for our community, to share our gifts. Some of those gifts we feel like we're just coming into. Like Patricia and I are not 10-year Reiki masters. Like, we got into this not that long ago. And I think we both been amazed at just how the universe has used us in powerful ways, And I feel like even in the Reiki sessions, that's something that you learn as a Reiki master, is like, the more you get out of the way of somebody else's healing, the more they get healed. And I think that's the key to Reiki, is it's not about me. You're just a vessel, you're a tool. And even if the people getting Reiki don't really realize it, most of the work in the session is coming from them. They feel the energy, but they are the ones that have to say yes to it. They're the ones that have to say, yes, I'm willing to let go of that pattern. Yes, I'm willing to do something different. Yes, I'm willing to think differently. So at the end of the day, I'm just happy that, Corey, Ava, Candid, Chris, that you guys came on and shared the story. And it's going to take off and do what we intended it to do, because you've experienced the change. And that's what I'm like eternally grateful for, is we don't have to sell it anymore. It sells itself.
Absolutely. Dominique and Chris.
Wow. Oftentimes, I believe because we are spiritually connected, oftentimes when we are together, when one of us speak, we go,
Yeah, definitely.
what do I need to say? Honestly, let's see. I am so proud of what we've done with the reset. I am a Virgo, and I am terribly hard on myself. I've been very few times in my life when I've said I'm proud. I am proud of this program and what we are doing in the world. And what Christina was teaching us through Taryn Tower the other day, through what is really known, but energy doesn't stop. It never dies. It transfers. And so through this reset energy that you said, Phil, you feel, the goal is to keep that energy flowing throughout the world. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that and looking forward to it spilling over in every which way. And I guess I can't say that enough at all. Yeah. So energy that never dies, but it flows and transfers and goes. Yeah.
Ooh, man. Well, one thing I can definitely say is yes, this journey is not over. Even though the 30 days are somewhat up, we're still a tribe at the end of the day. Of course, I'm sure any one of us can reach out to any one of you guys. And there's so much love here, just on every aspect of what you could think. Like it's just so much nurturing. There's so much caring. There's so much time put into this and into us. And I can't imagine doing anything else but this, to be honest with you. So definitely, because big homie Chris, big homie Wu Tang said, reset is a verb. It's something you do. Come on, y'all. Come on, get out here with us, and let's go together.
Absolutely. Corey, you want to jump in? Your final thoughts?
Sure. My final thoughts is I'm just honored. I'm honored that I was thought of to be in this group. Not in my wildest dreams. I never win anything, so thank you. It was life changing, and I'm so appreciative of the gift because, like gifts, you're supposed to, give them, and I want to give this to other people. I want to give them to my sister and to my husband, and and see the change because I can see the change in myself. Other people have seen the change, and I feel better. And there's nothing, wrong with feeling good. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good and wanting to feel better within yourself. And so I just love this group. I do. And I'm a Virgo too. And, we are hardest on ourselves. And so to say that I'm, proud of the progress that I made in doing this is miraculous because I am usually my harshest critic, and I tip my hat to myself because I'm surprised that I actually allowed this to happen because I'm usually very closed off. So I thank you guys again. I really appreciate this gift. I really do. I love you guys. I love you.
Christina and Ava.
If I had any words, it would just be do it. Don't think too hard about it. Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to make sense of it because it honestly is something that you have to experience. If you are in a place where you want clarity, you want purpose, come on and just try it. That's really all I can say is just give it a chance.
Yeah. And I would say, these aren't final thoughts. You're going to see us again. The reset is bigger than we all know it is. I've had visions of seeing the reset with thousands of people. We are healing thousands of people. Like, I believe in this so much. And we all have a lot of light and guidance to share with this. So I know for a fact the reset is gonna pop off. I'm gonna say that. So get in while you can. And let me also say that we are unlocking, we're unlocking things that are already inside of you. Mm-hmm. Remember that you are whole. You are enough. You are infinite. You are love. We are just reminding you of that, within yourself. And also power to the people. Can we just say we so black? Okay, we so black. And it's so much love. So much community, and it's beautiful to get to build within. So we need it. We love it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Am I on? Can you
we
hear
can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say, everybody, I've never met these people before. We're not even in the same state, and I feel so close to them. And I truly appreciate Dominique, Camille, and Patricia for being a part of this initial group. And it's totally I've totally transformed. Like I'm back to, and I won't even say like it changes you. I say it gets you back to your essence, like your true self and who you are. And I needed that. I needed that. And they gifted that to all of us. And it's, if you're ready to be balanced and have that clarity and some like peace about you, this is the program. Like
Absolutely.
no bullshit. This is it. Wait, can you cuss on here? I was gonna say, I was like, wait, can you cuss on here?
Wait, I'm glad it was you, Candid, and not me.
Well, I thank each and every one of you guys. Make sure you check out the Reset Journey. I want each of you to stay in the green room for me right quick, all right? So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. This is a powerful episode. Powerful, powerful episode. So thank you. Thank you. Words cannot express. Listen, you have experienced the Reset Journey. Just a little sneak peek of it. And I want you guys to know that you have purpose, you have power, and you have the power to change your life. So start to use tools like the Reset Journey to change your life, make it better, change your family's life. This is a wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. I'm Phil. This is Phil and Friends. I'll be back next week, same time, right here on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. I'll see y'all later. Peace.